We have another battle getting ready to get started here in Silicon Valley as we come to you live from the Lions Den here in Cupertino, California for the Saturday evening coverage of 3C2A men's basketball here on NorCal Sports TV, as it will be the visiting Coalinga Falcons from the Central Valley Conference taking on the Anza Mountain Lions from the Coast Conference North Division. And hello again, everybody. It's Philip Hall on the call. Happy to join you here on this Saturday in Silicon Valley as the Coalinga Falcons are coming off a 107-66 loss against Diablo Valley a couple of nights ago as they wrap up a 2-game road trip here in the Bay Area as they come down here to Silicon Valley to try to bounce back to wrap up what has been a rough start for them to open up the year, coming in with a 1-3 overall record as Adedekun Alamraju, who is in his 7th season as head coach for the Falcons, looking to have some improvement from his squad. But the lone win for Coalinga so far did come against a Bay Area NorCal region team in Hartnell to open up the season. But they're looking to try to get a win against a tough Anza squad as Anza coming into this one with their second-year head coach in Joe Participich. They come in at 2-1 after dropping a game against College of Marin last week. But despite the strong individual losses and despite the losses, there is still some strong individual outings from Makai Thomas, who posted a 14-point, 11-rebound double-double, and Theo McDowell, who scored a team-high 27 points, as McDowell has been having an electric opening to the season, averaging 24.7 points on 59% shooting and nearly 90% from the free throw line. But while Anza, they do possess the strongest offense in the state. They can come in ranking second in the state overall in points per game at just over 102 points on 47.8% shooting in their first 3 games. Not only that, they do spread the wealth as they're able to get shots off of passes as they rank second in the state currently in assists per game with 23.3. But it's going to be interesting to see how Coalinga could go up against a high-powered offense and the Anza Mountain Lions. As the players hit the court, we'll give you the starting 5 for the visiting team in the Coalinga Falcons. Anthony Alves wearing number 12, Christian Graham wearing number 3, number 4, Daniel Rodriguez, number 10, Wilkems Esteban. And rounding out the starting 5 is number 21, Ryan Gomwalk. For Anza, business as usual with Caden Tanger, Makai Thomas, Caden Thacker, Dasan Poston, and Theo McDowell leading the way for the Mountain Lions. As the tip is won by the Mountain Lions, and we are underway here in Cupertino. There goes Theo McDowell trying to move the rock up. He's going to pass it out to the left to Poston. Poston finding a lane inside, dumps it off, but it's going to be an offensive foul. That's how we're going to start off the first possession. Our referees for tonight, we got Domingo Candelas, the crew chief, the referee crew. Nate Ramazani and Anthony Pimentel are in the black and white. So here come the Falcons on their first offensive possession of the game. Daniel Rodriguez at the guard spot, posting up at the top of the key. Gets double teamed. That's a swing right. Go inside. Nice post move. And there, scoring the first basket is Ryan Gomwalk. So Coalinga get on the board first in this one. We're going to get a foul down at the end of the floor. Anza trying to answer back quickly. But Anza has been doing a solid job in trying to push the offense in their direction to start the year. Again, folks, they come in with the second best offense in the state, averaging 102.7 points per game. A few points behind Citrus, who have the strongest offense overall, points-wise. Caden Tanger at the line. He's going to go 1 for 2. That's another thing about the Anza. They are a frequent free throw shooting team. Expect him to not leave any money at the line, as getting booked for traveling is Wilkeems Esteban. Referee calls him for jaywalking. Just like that, the Mountain Lions regain possession. Watch out for Makai Thomas. He had a double-double against College of Marin in the last matchup for De Anza. They are well-rested. I think taking a week off. Dumping in for the deuce. Down lows, Dasan Poston. He has definitely been making a name for himself here with the Mountain Lions to begin his JUCO career. Freshman from just the next town over in San Jose, out of Branham High School. From the corner, spotting up for the three ball is Alves, but he can't hit. Theo McDowell getting trapped at full court, but hands it off to Thomas. Thomas, nice look over to the corner to find Thacker, but he can't hit the three ball. Coalinga in the carpool lane. Here it comes. Alves on the fast break, but he can't finish. Poston over to Thacker in the corner, tries to go baseline. He has to go back out to the wing to Poston. That one's just a little bit short off of the tip of the rim. Here come the Falcons, and taking the charge is Thacker, sacrificing the body. Graham gave him a bit of a shove, but a little bit too excessive. Caden Thacker, he's another threat to look out for the Mountain Lions. Only saw a little bit of limited action in the game against Marin, but he had a solid showing in the season opener against the home opener, I should say, against Cuesta. Three ball from the left corner is off the mark by Caden Tanger. Coalinga trying to push the offense. A low-scoring game. The 2.5 minutes we played here so far. Battle on the baseline, but a nice block by Poston inside. Kick out to the corner. Long three, rims in and out, but there to clean it up down low is Esteban. Doing the dirty work, fighting for the offensive board that time. Thomas trying to go in, gives it off to Poston, pulls up for the jumper on the baseline, but he can't hit. Driving to the cup, but taking another charge is Thacker. Christian Graham, again, another victim of an offensive foul. That's the 13th foul already for Coalinga. They do hold a 4-3 lead. Oh, what a drive there by Dasan Poston. putting the deuce down nice and easy. Getting Anza back in the lead. He's already made both of the field goals so far in the game for the Mountain Lions. Working outside the perimeter is Josiah Perez-Little, who now enters the game for the Falcons. That's a player to look out for. One of the few returning players for Coalinga. Get a foul on the reach-in. Look back at that replay of the shot made by Desan Poston. He's been having a solid start to his JUCO career. Sure, he's a player that Joe Bertisevich is happy to have on his roster, trying to have a more stronger offensive presence for his squad this season. And has already been being shown on display in the first 3 games, and hopefully this 4th game of the season for Anza could be a similar result. There's space front of left side as new substitute in the game. Gio Bravelli hitting the shot that time. That man got a clip on him. Finishing down the lane. Again is Bravelli. Bravelli coming off the bench early on, getting those nice points. There's a travel call at midcourt. Coalinga has to hand it back. Let's see Bravelli on the steal with the full court trap, finishing with the layup at the cup. Let's see a lot from the freshman out of San Rafael. He was one of the best scorers in his high school in the North Bay at San Rafael High. Oh, there goes Bravelli from the corner. Knocks down the 3-ball. ATM, easy money. And he is on a roll so far, folks. Now turnover off of the hands of Esteban, going back to the Mountain Lions. Just like that, we're going to take our first timeout of the game as we're just past the 15-minute mark. Gio Bravelli leading the charge already with a quick 7 here in Cupertino.
I chose this school because of the tops in transfers.
One of the main reasons was because of the transfer rate. Another reason is because it's a community college, and the first 2 years for high school students were free because of the Promise program, so that was an incentive for sure.
The Anza consistently maintained high rates of transfer due to a combination of factors. First is due to our comprehensive transfer support and services. The Anza has a robust transfer center with dedicated and experienced transfer counselor who assists students throughout the entire transfer process, from helping them understand the transfer requirement to helping them successfully submit their application. We also offer workshops throughout the entire academic year to ensure that students learn more about the transfer requirements and meet all the necessary deadlines in a timely manner.
I believe that having the high rate of transfer students from...
Back here in Cupertino, Anza with an 8-point lead on Coalinga, 12-4 here in the first half. Still have all their starters on the floor with the exception of Gio Bravelli, who's coming off the bench today. Coalinga trying to find some answers here. Still have a majority of their starters on the floor with the exception of Josiah Perez-Little, who's coming off the bench. Right out of the timeout break, Desan Poston from downtown, knocking that one down. Solid shot there by the man out of San Jose. He's got 7 points on the game now. That's the one thing about the Anza. They're going to kill you from downtown, from deep. They've been shooting very well so far this season from behind the arc. But look at Makai Thomas with the steal, running down the floor, hits the brakes a little bit, but finishes right down Main Street on the fast break. Thomas gets himself on the board with his first made field goal of the game. Oh, and the pass goes a little bit awry. Another costly turnover for Coalinga. It's been a little bit sloppy for them to begin this game. You see Berticevic right at the baseline, trying to move Theo McDowell over. Now we're going to get a pause here in play. It's like they were trying to wait on the reset before the clock was able to go. But the Anza beginning this game on a 17-4 run. And just goes to show what this offense is capable of along with the defense. But Coalinga, they're one of the more weaker teams in the 3-seed 2A landscape. Historically, it's been that way for them as last season. They finished 1-27 overall and were winless in conference play in the Central Valley. McDowell, long pass over to the corner, but the 3 ball is going to fall for Makai Thomas. Cash money all around. There's a steal out in the backcourt, grab there by Thacker. Gonna rush it, get it down the floor. See De Anza trying to space out. McDowell not able to drive through the paint. Shots missed. Here comes Coalinga once again, trying to win on the offensive possessions. Rodriguez passing over to the right. Pull-up jumper from the right side. It's good to go for Christian Graham. The whistle gets blown here. There's a Dedicone along with Waju. Trying to make substitutions on the dead ball, but there's so much happening all at once. It's like Coalinga is going to be clearing the bench here. Now coming in off the bench for the Falcons, or off the Charger, as I like to say, Damian Bess. He wears number 30. So with the red tips in his haircut. And coming in for De Anza is Isaac Cisse. He wears number 40 for the Mountain Lions. Oh, double team right over at the hash mark. But they're able to kick it out to the open man from the corner, but it's not able to fall for Daniel Rodriguez from 3. Mountain Lions coming back, pushing on offense. McDowell with the turnaround shot off the window. Good to go. Theo McDowell getting his first shot of the night, making it a 22-6 lead now for De Anza. High arcing three-point shot missed by Graham. De Anza trying to turn on the fast break. McDowell with the step through, but it's going to be a blocking foul. That will send Theo to the line. See De Anza trying to get an answer there. With a bit of a shot as didn't have his feet set properly. McDowell's first free throw is off. And as mentioned, coming into this one, Theo McDowell in his first 3 games averaging 24.7 points on 59% shooting. And he's a 90% free throw shooter, doesn't leave money at the line. So he goes 1 for 2 in the sequence there. Yeah, he's been having a bit of a Stephen Curry-like run. He may not be scoring the back-to-back 40-point games like Steph's been doing, but in the JUCO level, what he has been doing to open up the season has been pretty impressive. One of the top returners for Joe Berticevic's squad. Fadeaway jumper is off by Daniel Rodriguez. Coalinga not able to hit their shots, still stuck at 6. Pass out over to the left. Isaac Cisse pulling up for the baseline. Mitty J. Good to go. There's a push off. Christian Graham with the fadeaway. But it's going to be a foul on the floor. Looked like it was a loose ball call. Actually, no. Instead, it will just looks like it'll be a loose ball call on Coalinga. But it's going to go into a timeout break. That's our under 15-minute media timeout. They're going to talk things over, but the Anza in the driver's seat, up 25-6. You're tuning in to 3C2A men's basketball here on NorCal Sports TV. Twenty-five to 6, De Anza hold a firm lead over the Coalinga Falcons as Coalinga looking to try to get back in the win column here as they come into Cupertino at 1-3, but De Anza trying to get back in the win column themselves after suffering their first loss of the season against Marin in their last matchup. But they are playing very well against a weakened Coalinga team. Benjamin Teasley, wearing number 11 for the Falcons, now enters the game. And during that timeout break, head coach for Coalinga, Dedekun Olamruwaju, was very vocal in trying to get his guys composed, just not showing a lot of fight as, you know, the scoreboard kind of tells the story with Coalinga being stuck at 6. It's been a bit of a scoring drought for them in the last few minutes here in the first half. Pull-up shot from the high post. Rims in and out from Benjamin Teasley, but Coalinga trying to capitalize on the offensive board, but they don't do so. Makai Thomas with the rebound. Thomas at the top of the key. He goes right to Tanger. Can't find any space at the baseline, but they hit Gio Bravelli. Not able to hit the three. No dice there. There comes Rodriguez on the fast break. Hits the brakes. Coalinga trying to work around the perimeter, but that perimeter has been played tight there by De Anza so far tonight. There's a steal by Dominic Diaz, who now comes into the game. It's all by himself, one-on-one down the floor, and finishes with the right hand at the cup. Able to put the deuce down. As the bench for the Mountain Lions has been producing so far in the half. Joe Particevich looked like he might be, utilizing his whole bench tonight, trying to get everybody to play. Oh, look at this, a scrum on the floor for the ball. There's going to be a jump ball, like it'll go in favor of De Anza. Actually, instead, it's going to stick with Coalinga as they hold on possession. And here they come. Back on the offensive push, still trying to put a bucket in. Long shot from the outside is good for 3. That's Daniel Rodriguez, able to break the scoring drought for the Falcons. A Thacker answers back himself from 3. A bucket for bucket that time for both teams. Coalinga are just happy to get something to go in, though. Now in the game, wearing 22, Ashton Dorsey. Rodriguez with the rock out at the high post. Dorsey hop-stepping his way through. His layup's just not strong enough, but Coalinga able to win the offensive board. Coalinga trying to set up 5 out. De Anza, they're in a 2-3 zone. Now kind of switching to a man-to-man defense setup now. Thacker gets booked for the blocking foul. Making the shot is Teasley. It looked like it won't count there. No basket on the shot, so the basket will not count. But there's a foul booked on Thacker, and man, that's the third time tonight that he's gone down. Man, he's not afraid to sacrifice the body. You got to love a player like that. No, there's a foul on the shot that time. Rodriguez trying to drive his way to the cup, but Isaac Cisse had again booked there, a little bit too excessive on the block attempt. So that will send Rodriguez to the line. Dan Rodriguez playing the first one off the back iron. He has a three-pointer already made tonight, but sophomore guard out of Delano, California. He's one of the few returning players for Coalinga, as last year he averaged close to 5 points per game coming off the bench, 19 games played. He makes the free throw there that time, but it's still a 20-point advantage for De Anza in this one. On Makai Thomas, not able to get to the ball quick enough off the pass from Caden Thacker at a court. Coalinga, just like that, will get the ball back. 8.5 minutes to go here in the first half. 30-10, De Anza lead Coalinga. It's Philip Hall with you here on NorCal Sports TV. Oh, losing the ball off the fingertips, Christian Graham. Joe Bertisevich was about to make a beeline to the referee, questioning him on that call, but it's going to go the other way to the Mountain Lions. Coalinga are bringing a slight full-court trap here. Thacker gets it past the midline. Over to now Moses Kim, who comes in to the game for De Anza. He wears 21. Now there's a loose ball out in De Anza's end of the court, but it's going to go back to Coalinga. So another turnover goes awry for the Mountain Lions here. The Falcons are getting more opportunities on offense. They just need the score. Oh, wide open down court. Bounce pass inside. And good for the easy deuce as Wilkeams Esteban. A nice dime being dropped there by number 20 for Coalinga. That's Matthew Pakalut. Joe Bertisevich is going to call time here.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209 or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
The 30-second timeout on the floor as Coalinga were able to get a basket back off of a nice dime being dropped by Matthew Pakalut, who now comes into the game for Coalinga. He gave it off to number 12, Coalinga. De Anza still holding a comfortable lead. Moses Kim back to Thomas. Long pass out to the wing. Now they go to Poston, who drives his way from the baseline inside for the deuce. Sam Poston has his fourth made field goal of the game. De Anza getting it back up to 20 now. Excuse me, that was actually number 10 who put that last basket in for Coalinga. Wilkeams Esteban, correction on my end. Three ball attempt from Rodriguez is missed. And there's going to be a loose ball. Foul by Coalinga. Theo McDowell went up to grab the board. Joaquim Esteban getting booked with that foul that time. That's the 6th team foul for Coalinga here in the first half. Anza has 5 in that tally. Thomas trying to get past the logo, finds a wide open Theo McDowell, free hands, but he loses the rock. This grabbed by Dorsey. Dorsey all by himself, trying to cut through traffic. Ball's on the floor, keeps it in bounds. Rodriguez trying to go baseline, but he gets fouled by Thacker on his way to the hoop. Man, that was good hustle there by Ashton Dorsey to still try to finish the play. Trying to give out to Rodriguez as Coalinga is still trying to look for a score somewhere. Nonetheless, that will send Rodriguez to the line here. He gets the first free throw to go in. Substitution being made is now coming off the charger. Returning to the floor is Josiah Perez-Little. Rodriguez will go 2 for 2 at the charity stripe. Tax-free points given to Coalinga. Thomas trying to bring it coast to coast. Oh, a little bit too excessive on the layup. Here comes Dorsey. Trying to pass it to Rodriguez. Dorsey back with at the top of the key. Isolation against Thacker. Offensive foul called on Coalinga. Christian Graham was trying to look for an opportunity there. Yeah, it was Joaquim Esteban being booked with another foul. Gio Bravelli coming back into the game as Moses Kim will hit the charger. Bravelli being double teamed. He gets trapped right at the sideline. Finds McDowell. McDowell driving to the cup. Makai Thomas with the strip. And he's going to throw it down. Air authority put down by Makai Thomas. Man, he is a high flyer, folks. He also likes to steal the cookies as well. Thacker grabbing the 50-50 now. Quick pass to McDowell on the break. But there for the cleanup. Down low, Isaac Cisse. Anza continuing to put the foot on the throttle here against Coalinga. They now have a 24-point lead with 5 minutes left in the half. Double team on Rodriguez. Find open man, Esteban kicking it out to the corner. Graham, hop step, hits the fadeaway J from the right elbow. Beautiful shot. Thacker finding McDowell, an opening. McDowell trying to go for the shot there. No dice. Coalinga trying to slow down the tempo here. Thomas went for the reach. Rodriguez from the outside, can't hit. Oh, Esteban just battling for the rebound. Oh, there he goes again for the offensive board, but he's going to draw a foul. Man, talk about trying to box out and trying to get the putback there. Esteban was in battle with Thomas, just knocking him to the floor, trying to throw the elbows and the shoulders, trying to throw everything he had just to fight for the basket, but he's going to have to settle for 2 the hard way. Joaquim Esteban does already have 2 field goals made on the game. 4 points. This is the first free throw from the back iron. Joe Bertisevich going to utilize another rotation here. Caden Tanger, Dominic Diaz return to the floor. So will Desan Poston. Westmont does have one more to give. Coalinga is going to bring back Benjamin Teasley. Esteban misses both, but grabs his own rebound. Trying to keep it in balance, defended by Bravelli. Finding space from the weak side, driving through is Alves. There's going to be another foul booked on Anza. So another Falcon will go to the charity stripe here. Trying not to leave any money on the floor. Go look back at that play. Alves trying to cut through the defense like a knife trying to cut through butter. Here he goes at the line. And he's able to put one in. Oh, McDowell will return to the floor for Bravelli. Getting a quick boost on the Charger. Alves' second free throw rattles in. He goes 2 for 2 in the sequence. That was under 4 minutes left to go in the half. Anza still up by 20. 38-18 is the score. Akai Thomas and battle with Teasley. Isolation right near the logo. Moves his way up to the high post. Kick out to the corner. Poston thought about the three. Instead works his way in. Pulls up for the mid-range. It's off the mark. It's going to go out of bounds and looks like it will stay Mountain Lion ball. There's a wait, there's a pause. Like it's going to be Thomas on the inbound duties here. There's a discussion. Yeah, with 6 seconds left on the shot clock. They're trying to get the shot clock right. McDowell off of the inbound pass, able to put it in easily. Coalinga has numbers back down the floor. Trying to look for the shooter here. They're going to swing right. They give it to Alves. Guarded up against Dominic Diaz. Pulling up from three. Hitting it, Josiah Perez Little. Thomas. Guard up against Teasley. Kicks out to the corner. Now it's McDowell. Working inside the post. Turnaround shot. He is a walking bucket. Graham able to wait patiently, scoring from underneath. There's going to be a foul in the back end. That's going to be booked on Teasley. The second personal foul as Anza are in the bonus now. So we'll be a 1 of 1 at the free throw line. A few Mountain Lions hitting the Charger here. About 2.5 minutes left to go. Thomas, he's at the line. Again, it's a 1 of 1. And he misses the free throw on Benjamin Teasley all by himself down at the end. Able to go in for the easy deuce. Just like that, Bertizovic is going to call time. Did not like the way that Deanza cherry-picked on that play. We're going to take another break here from Cupertino. Look back at it. Teasley with room service and bring him the full cart and everything.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209 or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
42-25, Deanza holding a comfortable lead over Coalinga with 2:19 left on the game clock here in the first half. Deanza will have the ball on the inbound play after the timeout break. There's a full court press being brought by the Falcons. Theo McDowell, 2-on-1 down the floor, but a hop step through, able to put down the deuce. There's already 3 straight buckets made by McDowell. Teasley pulling up from 3 from the side pocket, can't answer. Thomas off the Cisse. Cisse can't finish cleanly. Coalinga able to stop the fast break in transition. Just past the 2-minute mark. Coalinga trying to cut down as much as they can. Oh, losing the rock. Kim grabbing the 50-50 outlet pass. Good for the touchdown. Theo McDowell. That's his 4th consecutive field goal made. He has been on a roll in the first half. Still in that midcourt. Thacker to Thomas in the carpool lane. Got to finish with the layup. No need to rattle the rim this time. Going to go for that one on the run. No good, but Esteban cleaning up down low. Able to put it back in off the missed shot from Christian Graham. Minutes now turn to seconds here. 45 seconds on the game clock. McDowell with the reverse. No good. Graham trying to turn on the Jets down floor. Loses the handle. Grabbed by Thacker. Thomas with another outlet pass to McDowell, but it gets knocked away. Going to stick with Deanza. Man, Deanza is just trying to run and gun here in these last few possessions. And why not with a 21-point lead? Theo McDowell, man, I'll tell you, he's been on a roll, looking to put up another 30-point performance here tonight. Cisse gets the pass deflected on the inbound, but he's able to stay with it, gives it to Thomas. Thomas to McDowell, but it's going to knock away, and it looks like it will stay once again in the Mountain Lions' direction. Yeah, I'm sure Adedekun Olamruwaju is going to get a bit of a talk with his Falcons squad in the locker room at the halftime break. Just has not been a half that he's been happy with, and it kind of goes to show what Coalinga, the struggles that they've had as a team to start the year. And you just feel that the chemistry could be a little bit off with the players. Here's Cisse on the inbound. There's a dribble handoff to Thomas, pulling up a floater from the baseline but can't hit. 15 seconds left to go on the game clock. Hop step through for the layup attempt, missed by Graham. McDowell with the clock running down off the Cisse. He gets denied at the hoop, but the buzzer will sound as that's going to conclude the first half. And, man, what a run for De Anza in that one, putting up 48 points on Coalinga in a solid first half played by Theo McDowell, as that's going to take us to the halftime break. Coalinga with a lot of ground still to make up in this one, but De Anza continuing to showcase how strong of an offensive team they are and look to continue to build off of that going into the second half. But we're going to take a 15-minute intermission ourselves from here in Cupertino. De Anza lead 48-27 over Coalinga here inside of the Lions Den, as we'll be right back after the halftime break here on NorCal Sports TV.
Out of my mom's kids, I'm the first to graduate college. Now I got my godsons talking about like, oh, I'm gonna get a master's and I'm gonna get this. I want to set the example of, you know, that anybody can make a change. Education is important and that they should pursue education. And also for other, you know, kids that are maybe in the crowd that have family members like me, or maybe they grew up the way that I grew up, and just show them that, hey, you know, we can all do this. This is not just for a specific demographic. Everybody's welcome at school.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209 or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
I chose this school because of like the tops and transfers.
One of the main reasons was because of the transfer rate. Another reason is because it's a community college and the first 2 years for high school students were free because of the promise program. So that was an incentive for sure.
The Anza consistently maintained high rates of transfer due to a combination of factors. First is due to our comprehensive transfer support and services. The Anza has a robust transfer center with dedicated and experienced transfer counselor who assists students throughout the entire transfer process, from helping them understand the transfer requirement to helping them successfully submit their application. We also offer workshops throughout the entire academic year to ensure that students learn more about the transfer requirements and meet all the necessary deadlines in a timely manner.
I believe that having the high rate of transfer students from De Anza College to SJSU shows the preparation that the counselors have done with their students, not only in helping them out in figuring out which major is best for them, but also letting them know the type of transfer process that they're going to be going through.
I play cornerback, that's on defense, but I chose De Anza, well, because I hear they have a good academics program. The sports is cool and whatever, but I was more worried about the academics, like what's going to get me farther. So De Anza was just the best option for me.
De Anza has really strong academic programs to support students. We offer a lot of certificates, degrees, as well as classes that align with the transfer pathway to four-year institutions.
Community college definitely allows me to figure out the different routes that I want to go, explore different colleges, different majors.
We also host the transfer fair every year, which attracts a lot of students coming, and we were able to get many universities come to De Anza to share those information with the students.
I think this is a really cool experience to just get knowledge of all these cool colleges. There's so many.
My mom and I did some extensive research, found out a few things that De Anza College's slogan of top in transfers, because their matriculation or transfer rate from De Anza is high. Students from De Anza transferred to great colleges such as UC Irvine, UCLA, and my college right now, UC Berkeley.
Out of my mom's kids, I'm the first to graduate college. Now I got my godsons talking about like, oh, I'm gonna get a master's and I'm gonna get this. I want to set the example of, that anybody can make a change. Education is important and that they should pursue education. And also for other, kids that are maybe in the crowd that have family members like me, or maybe they grew up the way that I grew up, and just show them that, hey, we can all do this. This is not just for a specific demographic. Everybody's welcome at school.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99,
and we welcome you back to Cupertino here on NorCal Sports TV for the Saturday coverage of 3C2A men's basketball as De Anza continue to rout against Coalinga, leading 48-27 at the break. And hello, everybody. It's Philip Hall on the call, back with you for the second half. And just to kind of give you a rundown of how the second half went, individually, Theo McDowell has been leading the way for the Mountain Lions once again, finishing with 13 points in the first half, and went on a bit of a run towards the end, too, making 4 straight field goal attempts. Solid run by the sophomore out of Sebastopol, California, and also a reigning all-freshman Coast Conference team honoree last season. And then you can also back that up with 9 points from both Makai Thomas and Desan Poston, and even Gio Bravelli coming through off the bench with 7 points himself, just dominating in that 6-man role. But for Coalinga, it's been a bit of a different story. I shouldn't even say a bit of a different story, a very different story for how they've been performing offensively tonight, only being held to 27 points. But they have Daniel Rodriguez leading the way with 6 points scored in that first half. But I'm sure during the halftime break, Adedekun Alan-Rawaju, the head coach for the Falcons, was giving his team an earful for them trying to get things together chemistry-wise, because it's just showing that this team doesn't really play well when you look at trying to complete offensive possessions and trying to really move the ball around. But De Anza, they're looking like a well-oiled machine, as expected, just based off what we've seen in the first 3 games from them this year, trying to fight their way back into the win column, trying to go for win number 3 in the 2025-26 campaign. Coalinga, they're trying to get back in the win column themselves, still stuck at 1 win on the year, trying to go for number 2, but it's going to take a miracle of a comeback in the second half for them to do that. But we're going to return here from the break. De Anza trying to keep it in cruise control, as they have been doing for the majority of this game. But Joel Prticevic, even though he's in a rebuild process with his De Anza squad, only getting 8 wins last year out of 28 games and only 1 win in conference play, he sees potential in this new revamped squad with new additions making an early impact. And right out the gate, off of the steal on the inbound play, is Anthony Alves, opening up the scoring here in the second half already. It's already a momentum boost right out the gate for the Falcons. Here's Theo McDowell and De Anza trying to answer back on the offensive possession. Thomas fighting at the cup on baseline and tried to go up for the putback himself, but he gets fouled. Coming down hard with Ryan Gumwalk. So that's going to send Thomas to the line. So we'll have to get 2 the hard way, so we'll see if number 2 can do it. But before they do that, they got to clean up the spot. And the way that these guys have been running tonight, yeah, I'm sure they've been just dripping sweat. You got Caden Tanger on cleanup duty, trying to get things right for Deshaun Poston and his spot at the lane. Here comes Makai Thomas at the charity stripe here. A hush goes over the Lions Den. And misses it off the back iron. And Makai Thomas, he's had a few highlight plays in this one. And he had 9 points scored in the first half, which came with another signature dunk. He makes the free throw there. On a steal at midcourt, Thomas trying to recover it on the ground. He's able to grab it. Turnaround jumper inside the paint, but it's missed. Rebound grabbed by Esteban. Now there's a foul on Caden Thacker there. Even a little bit of disappointment from Joe Particevich on the bench, knowing that Thomas had a chance to get the bucket. I mean, he's a great 3-and-D player. You got to love his game, especially at 6'4", 185. Sophomore out of Hayward, coming from Dublin High. There's Poston grabbing the board on the missed layup. Poston trying to do it himself. His floater is a little too short. Here comes Rodriguez for Coalinga, bringing it back up. Deanza setting up in a 2-3 zone on defense. Thacker in isolation at the top of the key with Alves. Graham trying to kick it over to the corner. Here's Alves, spin move, throw inside on the baseline. Not able to recover on a putback is Gomwalk. Poston in the carpool lane to Tanger. Caden Tanger able to finish. The whistle does get blown. There's a technical call. Now substitutions being made for Coalinga. Coming off the Chargers, Ashton Dorsey and Benjamin Teasley, excuse me. Gomwalk off to Teasley. They're going to go right. Rodriguez working around the perimeter. He hits Dorsey. Teasley again. Anza having to switch on defense here. Shot clock is down to 6. Coalinga are going to have to hurry. Teasley pulling up at 2, able to beat the buzzer. Wide open from 3, can't hit his Tanger. Coalinga, here they come in transition. Rodriguez getting it, now gives it off over to Dorsey. Matched up with Poston, a bit of a mismatch at the perimeter. On a blocking foul. Going to be called down low. There's Makai Thomas falling to the floor. Didn't have the feet set properly. Gomwalk tried to go for a spin and shoot there. The coach Alamruwaju on the bench trying to talk things over, but it looks like that's going to take us to our first media timeout here in the second half. Deanza still holding a 20-point lead, leading 51-31 here in Cupertino.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209 or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
Second half rolls on here. 20-point lead for De Anza, 51-31. It's going to the line for Coalinga. I'll be Ryan Gomwalk. So he's going to have 2 chances at the charity stripe. Gets the first one to go down. Ryan Gomwalk, freshman from maybe Switzerland. Coming all the way from Switzerland, an international recruit. Did play a prep year at Grand River Academy in Ohio. Thomas kick out to Poston from 3. Shot a blank there. A little bit too far to the right. Full court press being brought by the De Anza defense. Rodriguez over to his right to Gomwalk. They're going to give it back to Anthony Alves. Matching up against Poston at the logo. Switch at midcourt, tipped by Tanger on a deflection. It's grabbed by Poston. Poston crossing over to his left, able to find McDowell. Great hustle there by Poston to give the connection to McDowell on the dime. Theo McDowell with his first basket of the half, and Gomwalk getting smacked hard at midcourt as he falls down face first. Hopefully he's okay. A trainer runs over to him immediately. He took a shot there in transition. He's able to get right back up and walk over to the bench on his own power. He's going to run you back to what happened there. You see Coalinga on the inbound. Coalinga, it looked like he just got clotheslined by Poston after he tried to pass it off to a teammate. Looks like that's just going to be a common foul, and fortunately not an excessive foul or a flagrant. Actually, it will be a bit of a flagrant. It's Gomwalk at the free throw line, able to hit. And yeah, Poston did give him a bit of a mean clothesline there at midcourt. Gomwalk only able to make 1 of 2. It looks like Coalinga just not able to crack the 20-point deficit margin here. Again, they aren't the strongest offensive team on paper. Most of their players mostly averaging in single digits. Especially when you think about some of their returners where they only average about 5 a game. So offensive has been one of those struggles for this team. Gomwalk on the left wing, DHO off to Alves. Swinging around to Teasley. Shot clock is down to 9. Gomwalk trying to post up. Passing back out. Shot clock now goes to 5. Alves on a reverse layup, able to put it through. Anthony Alves able to get one on the board that time. That's his second made field goal of the half. There's a push. Makai Thomas going to set up on the inbound. Even though Coalinga, they haven't found themselves in foul trouble in this half so far. Ashton Dorsey coming back off the charger. Thomas trying to look for free hands on the inbound. He does, and Caden Thacker. He's going to motion Poston. Oh, decides not to put the screen there. Poston setting up from the outside. Allen clangs off the iron. Tanger trying to fight for the rebound, but it's going to go out of bounds. Like it was touched last by Tanger. Still a good hustle, good effort. Not giving up on the play there as he's going to hit the charger. Back on the floor is Gio Bravelli, who scored 7 points off the bench in the first half. Deshaun Poston will also take a breather. Isaac Cisse back in the game for the Mountain Lions. Dorsey bounce pass to Teasley, gives it off to Gomwalk. Coalinga look like they're trying to set up 5 out of here. They do. Gomwalk back with the rock. Shot clock down to 7. Oh, nice pass inside by Esteban, but he's blocked. And what a block there by Makai Thomas. Man, he told Esteban that the rent was due. Makai Thomas not only using his verticality for dunks, but he'll also use it for defense. Bravelli almost came with the 50-50. Pass deflected. Dorsey can't finish with the layup. Cisse with the rebound. Thacker from the right wing. Hits Cisse in the corner. Goes baseline. Gives it off to McDowell. Trapped in the high post. Layup not strong enough. Graham grabbing the board at that time. Coalinga bench coming alive though. They chant defense. Dorsey bouncing it off the gum walk. Baseline jumper. Too strong off the window. Oh, that one's just stripped. Basketball repo by Thacker. Thomas to Cisse on the fast break. Turbo time and an and one. Isaac Cisse, what a finish at the cup. What a great pass on the bounce by Thomas as well. Man, that's like you going full throttle on the carpool lane on the 580. Here's Cisse at the line for the three-point play. And he's able to go down with it. Direct deposit, automatic. That's a 21-point advantage now for De Anza, making it a 56-35 game with just under 14 and a half minutes left to go in the second half.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209 or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
Oh, De Anza has not toned it down at all here in this game. Up by 21 against Coalinga. 14-18 on the game clock. And they're coming out of the timeout break after a great finish. A three-point play by Isaac Cisse on the inbound. Is grabbed by Brovelli. Becker wide open for three. Rims in and out. But there on the boards is Cisse as he will draw another foul. Isaac Cisse able to box out. Down low, enable it. Another trip to the charity stripe. Cisse able to put the first one down. Isaac Cisse, another new arrival for De Anza out of Milpitas. Played at Milpitas High. Then a solid post player early on here for De Anza. Coalinga able to finish on the fast break in transition. Josiah Perez Little able to put it in. Cisse finding an opening from the right. Oh man, he is hot right now. He's got the heat check going. Coalinga able to answer back that time. From the corner, it's missed by Brovelli. Now there's a foul. Looks like it's going to be booked on Dominic Diaz. That's 14 fouls now for Coalinga. And the Falcons back now up the floor. Ooh, double team by Brovelli and Thomas trying to take Daniel Rodriguez to Clamp City. Gomwalk going baseline too strong, but it's going to be a blocking foul called. Caden Thacker again going down for the fourth time today. It's like he's a bowling pin, but a bowling pin with legs of his own. So Ryan Gomwalk will go to the charity stripe here. Misses the first one. This is the second trip at the free throw line for Gomwalk in the half. Hasn't been seeing a whole lot of action here in this game. He did open up the game with the first field goal made all the way back in the first half. Long pass on the outlet. Thomas grabbing it, but fouled. It's a bit of an excessive reach by Josiah Perez Little. So that the Mountain Lions will reset on the inbound. Still a 20-point lead for De Anza, 59-39 the score with 13:09 left to play in the game. Becker inside, turnaround, but he's fouled out in the low post, so he'll go to the line for two shots. While he's doing that, we'll give you a rundown of the out-of-town scoreboard for the games around the 3C2A today. The loaded Saturday as Mount San Antonio beats Cypress 77-66. LA Southwest beating Santa Monica 87-79, just to give you a few scores to report on. Glendale being Pasadena City in the Skip Robinson Classic 92-80. Chaffee beating College of the Canyons 82-81. West LA beats Compton 88-77. Sequoias and Cosumnes River are in the second half with Sequoias leading 48-41. Mount San Jacinto up against Palomar 58-54. We got Porterville, Victor Valley later today. Lastons and then Las Positas later today, to give you a few games to report on. Having a loaded Saturday all across the 3C 2A landscape. You could look at the scoreboard on the 3C 2A sports.org. That's the website. Coalinga with the shot clock down to 4. Dorsey looking from the outside, shooting at the last second, and beating the buzzer is Christian Graham. Kai Thomas at the half-court line, guarded up against Teasley. Now there's a switch on Gomwalk. Thomas catwalking the baseline, kicks it to Diaz from 3. Not able to hit from the side pocket. Dorsey to Rodriguez on the wing. Graham pulling up from 3, way off the mark. Ravelli with the rebound, bring it in transition, pounding the hardwood, pull-up jumper, nice and smooth. And Gio Ravelli has himself a clip, folks. He can shoot it from all sides of the floor. But when you think about it, this is a guy who scored over 1,300 points in just 2 varsity seasons at San Rafael High and was even an all-state player, but he averaged 23 points a game as a senior in high school. But he's got NBA range like no other. So expect him to be an offensive threat in his JUCO tenure. Knocking it down from the corner, Benjamin Teasley. Back-to-back threes, good for Coalinga. Starting to find some life on offense here. Trying to deflate that life is Brovelli. He gets another basket to go in. Back-to-back field goals, good for the man from San Rafael. Teasley on the wing. Can hit Esteban. It's going to be a blocking foul. Yeah, Caden Tanger getting booked with it that time. Coalinga are in the bonus. As Joaquim Esteban at the line gets the first one to go in. Joaquim Esteban's been kind of quiet so far in the second half. He did score 2 field goals in the first half. Misses the second free throw and looked like it was touched last off of a Falcons player, and it was, so it's going to go back to De Anza. Probably would have gone back to them anyway. Tanger hits Moses Kim, now in the game. Back in the game for De Anza. Brovelli hot stepping his way through the paint. Goes in for the deuce. That's 3 field goals in a row made by Brovelli. Now he is the one with the hot hand for the Mountain Lions. Rodriguez guarding up against Moses Kim. That's a mismatch. Shot clock's down to 7. Pulls up right in front of him. Off the mark. There on the cleanup is Gomwalk. There's a tip. Playing a little bit of volleyball in the paint. Coalinga able to win the offensive rebound. So they have more life and more time back on the shot clock. Gomwalk with the rock. Trying to move the package. Shot clock down to 5. Teasley backed into the corner. Dorsey pulling up at the last second. Air ball, but it's going to be a shot clock violation. It's going to be a timeout on the floor, so De Anza able to win another defensive possession that time. They are just rolling right now, folks. Still of a 21-point lead, 9:34 left to go in Cupertino. (67-46). De Anza continue to stay in the driver's seat. They are in position to go for win number 3. Just their 4th game of the season. And they look to get back on the winning track after dropping their matchup against Marin last week. Well, it's been another solid offensive performance by Joe Prtisevic's squad. Well, it's been a different story for Adedokon Olamruwaju squad and Coalinga. They just continue to struggle on the offensive possessions, but it's been lockdown defense being played by the Mountain Lions, just putting some fright into the Falcons in this one. Theo McDowell, Makai Thomas, Moses Kim, Gio Bravelli, and Hassan Poston are on the floor for the Mountain Lions. It's Ryan Gomwalk, Ashton Dorsey, Benjamin Teasley, Olkeem Zestamon, and Christian Graham on the floor for Coalinga. Missed shot at the buzzer on the shot clock by Bravelli. Poston tried to go for the rip against Dorsey. Coalinga still moving the basketball. Teasley over to his right, hits Graham. Bounce pass inside the Gomwalk, pulls up, throws it off the glass for the 2. Ryan Gomwalk able to get the field goal there. Poston trying to go in. Shots contested. Graham secures the rebound. Falcons bring it back in transition. Ooh, Poston almost ripped Dorsey's pocket, then knocks him to the ground. It's going to be a foul. However, Coalinga are in the bonus, so Ashton Dorsey will get a free trip to the line. It will be a 1-1. It's going to make it. He'll make the second one, so he goes 2 for 2 in the sequence there. Mountain Lions bringing the ball back up quick. Bravelli trying to fight through traffic. Dorsey trying to box out on the board. Able to clear it. Gomwalk, 21 versus 21, matching up with Moses Kim. Now there's the switch. Dorsey passing it to Teasley. Graham now inside to Gomwalk underneath the hoop. They have to clear out. Shot clock's down to 8. Open shooter, Christian Graham, not able to get the 3 ball to fall. But they do win the offensive board. Graham trying to fight for the basket and gets the shot to go and the foul. Yeah, so another missed opportunity there. On the Mountain Lions. Trying to go for the 3-point play is Christian Graham. A few Mountain Lions will hit the charger. McDowell and Thacker coming back onto the floor. Graham gets the free throw to go for the three-point play. And now Coalinga finds some life. They cut the deficit down to 14 now. Still just over 7 minutes left to play in the game. Maybe Coalinga might try to look for a late resurgence here. They've been on a bit of a run. Cisse with the DHO to Thomas. Decides not to use the pick. Kicks it back out to Cisse. Three ball off the mark. Oh, and Teasley passing it over into no man's land. Coalinga with a bit of a mistake. They could have had something going there in transition. Let's see the coaching staff for Coalinga trying to keep their guys composed. They've been stuck at a 20-point deficit for most of the game, but they're trying to chip away as much as they can with a little bit of time left. McDowell from the high post finds Cisse open inside, finishing underneath. Cisse having himself a solid half. Sorry, his third field goal made. There's a foul on the reach at midcourt near Adedekun Olarawanju. That was right in front of him. There's 8 points already scored for Isaac Cisse in the half. Ryan Gomwalk now at the line. Now Coalinga find himself in the double bonus here. Gomwalk not able to get the first free throw to go. And he goes over 2 in the sequence. McDowell with the rebound, trying to go coast to coast with it. Man, give that man some flyer mile points. Oh, three ball. Not able to go for Graham there. Coalinga able to get the offensive board though. Teasley trying to fight to the basket. Gomwalk now with the offensive board. Can't finish underneath. Esteban now with offensive board. Man, missed opportunities for Anza to get the ball back. Coalinga trying to hit a shot here though. The tip in is good that time by Gomwalk. Thomas getting it past the timeline here. Pull up floater. Nothing but nylon there. Great shot by Makai Thomas. He's been having himself a game. He's been doing it all on the floor here. Just over 5 minutes left to go. Anza trying to pull away as much as they can. Coalinga trying to stay in the fight. Gomwalk off the window. Answers once again. Ryan Gomwalk trying to put some life back into the Coalinga offense. Thomas bringing it back up. Kick out to Theo McDowell from 3. No good. Rebound grabbed by Graham. Graham turn on the Jets. Down the floor. And he's able to put in and finish. All gas, no brakes. Joe Bratisevic calls time as Christian Graham able to get the field goal to go that time. And now Coalinga still within 14 with 4.5 left to go. And Cupertino will be back here on NorCal Sports TV after this short break.
Whether you're taking Highway 49, Highway 99, coming from anywhere in the 209 or much, much further, take a drive up Highway 108 to the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. It's a 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. The NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp, where we keep it 100.
We return here to Cupertino as De Anza trying to hold on to a lead that's looking slimmer and slimmer by the possessions. It's Coalinga finding a little bit of late life here in the second half. Now only down by 14 when they've been down by more than 20 and really ranging in that 20-point margin range for the majority of this game. But the offense kind of kicked into another gear here. The Mountain Lions trying to not let this game slip out of their grasp. That's the last time that Coalinga had a lead in this one. You got to go all the way back to the beginning of the first half. Not able to finish on the shot there was Thomas. Coalinga bringing it back up the floor. Dorsey over his right to Teasley. Graham going baseline, and that one rattles in. He gets the friendly bounce. Back-to-back field goals made by Christian Graham. Benjamin Teasley looked like he almost had the strip there on the inbound. So he's going to stay with De Anza. Caden Thacker on the inbound duties, trying to get it back up the floor. Coalinga bringing a full-court trap here. Theo McDowell coming down the middle. Hits the brakes. Hits Bravelli. Pull-up jumper from the high post. You cannot stop him at all. It's like that man wears T-shirts with bucket on the front by the way he shoots the rock. Gumwalk. Oh, working his way past Thomas to the hoop. Now a 12-point game. Theo McDowell getting fouled in transition by Esteban. Theo McDowell will go to the line here for free throws as De Anza are now going to utilize their bonus opportunity, try to get some tax-free points at the charity stripe. McDowell able to hit the one of one, so he'll get another. Theo McDowell with another excellent performance here tonight for the Mountain Lions. Trying to wheel his team to another victory. Goes 2 for 2 in the sequence. Oh, he hit the 3-minute mark. Coalinga trying to break this 14-point margin they've been stuck in for the last few minutes now. Dorsey to the left to Teasley. Back to Dorsey trying to go inside. Shot clock down to 5. They kick it back out to Gomwalk, who hits the triple. Ryan Gomwalk capitalizing from the outside from downtown. It's now an 11-point game. 2.5 left on the game clock. Makai Thomas trying to work past. Hits the brakes. Pump and jump. Gets the 2 to go. Gomwalk with the baseline pass. Teasley trying to keep it in. Gotta love the effort, but it's going to go back to the Mountain Lions. Theo McDowell not wasting any time. Step through, finishing for the deuce. Coalinga kind of sagged off there on the defense. Can't afford to do that, especially with a scorer like McDowell. Now under 2 minutes left to go. Graham from the outside hits off the side iron. Bravelli with the rebound. They may look for the dagger here. Can they find it? Caden Thacker. No, sir. Off the mark. Graham with the board. Dorsey to his left to Teasley, has Provelli on him. Oh, Dodd about the three, tried to spot up there. Gomwalk, going up big against McDowell. Gets the two to go. Now at the 1 minute mark, Kai Thomas at midcourt, trying to look for help on the weak side there. Pulls up with a teardrop from the high post. It is a work of art by Makai Thomas by the way that he dominates on the floor. 83-68, 55.8 left on the game clock. De Anza trying to bring it home. Minutes now turn into seconds here in Cupertino. De Anza trying to close it out and close up shop for the night. Up 83-68 on the Coalinga Falcons. The Falcons are most likely going to be falling to 1-4 to open up the season, but De Anza trying to get a well-earned win. This has been another productive night on offense as they have quickly erased the shooting struggles that they had against Marin. But when you think about it, it was still a pretty high-scoring game in that loss. But all of their games have been high-scoring at this point in the season. Coalinga trying to see what they can do with the lack of time left. Gomwalk falling to the ground, missing the excess layup attempts. There's a kickball call on Gomwalk as he was in battle with Noea Apala, who now comes in to the game in garbage time. Kenny Vo also on the floor along with Moses Kim. You also have Josh Villanueva out there. Gomwalk with the layup down floor. He'll get it to go, but it looks like it may not be enough. Game clock still running. Whistle does get blown. The referee is going to have everybody reset. 12.3 will be put on the game clock. Look like De Anza's just going to dribble this one out, put a bow on it. Like they want to get one more. Pulling out with the baseline jumper, missed, but Moses Kim there for the rebound and gets one more for good measure, and look like that one will do it. Before it does, whistle does get blown. Clock stopped at 0.9. And they're just going to let it run down as that will be it with De Anza getting the win, 85-70. Another solid performance by the Mountain Lions tonight in Cupertino, going to work on the Coalinga Falcons. And man, what a valiant effort showed at the end by Coalinga, but it just wasn't enough. And once again, Theo McDowell having another solid game. And you just got to love the way that he performs. And really everybody contributed in this one, from Isaac Seedsay to Makai Thomas to Gio Bravelli doing work off the bench. De Anza continuing to push and showcase how much of an offensively sound team they will be as they continue to play through non-conference play. But after this one tonight, De Anza will head just a little bit further down the road to Salinas to see Hartnell. That game will be taking place next Friday to begin the Hartnell tournament. It's a back-to-back for them. They will see Hartnell and Monterey Peninsula. And for Coalinga, they wrap up their 2-game road trip here in the Bay Area, and will head back home for their first home game of the season to see Gavilan. That game taking place next Saturday for them. But that's going to wrap things up for us here tonight in Cupertino. The final score, De Anza getting the win, 85-70 over the Coalinga Falcons. Want to thank everybody for tuning in to this one. This has been Philip Hall on the call with you here on NorCal Sports TV. See you next time as I say so long and good night from Cupertino.